Kia ora koutou katoa. Within popular culture, people who live on the autism spectrum have many stereotypes attached to them, yet neurotypicals on the whole do not. However, many such stereotypes are equally applicable to neurotypicals as well. For instance, being a technology whiz or an introvert. As soon as a person is identified as being on the spectrum, everything about them can be seen as part of the condition. Like neurotypicals, people on the spectrum have personalities, an ethnicity, physical health condition, or even other neurological conditions. For example, Pakeha culture is associated with putting things in order, which is also associated with autism spectrum condition. Yet not all Pakeha people are on the autism spectrum. According to Perry 2020, and for myself, a person who lives on the spectrum, autism is a communication difference, or absence of, or less verbal communication. People on the spectrum have a drive towards practical endeavour, solving problems, or as some call it, systemizing. Melville Dewey, who set up the Dewey classification system in libraries, he was arguably a systemizer. He liked putting things in order. For example, before I was identified as being on the spectrum, I used to only speak if there was a need. Often I still do. In contrast, neurotypicals have a drive to socialize. Practical endeavour is as challenging for a neurotypical as socializing is for a person on the spectrum. They have to be a lot more self-disciplined. Now, this difference I have outlined only relates to one domain: communicating with others, talking and socializing. Competency is not all or none, with challenging one domain equating to challenging all domains. Each person, neurotypical, on the spectrum, has different challenges and strengths, called a cognitive profile, and within those, varying abilities. Crucially, some people on the spectrum who present as challenged at tasks considered simple, for example tying shoelaces, might excel in some domains at levels others find unbelievable. In some, the term autism spectrum condition does not inform about competency any more than being neurotypical does. Although I have no firm allegiance to theory, for each person there is something that they can only do with support from another. Indeed, even in areas of challenge, who knows what capacity each person of either neurotype has and could achieve with support from others who have more competence in that area. Thank you for listening.